Hello! In today's video, we are going to be reviewing the new 1.0.32 patch notes, Songs of Arcadia. I would like to preface this video by saying that I'm not planning on making a quick patch notes review for these patch notes since they seem to be relatively short. However, if you would like to see a quick patch notes review regardless of the length of the patch notes going forward, do let me know down below. But what I will do for these patch notes quickly is just include it right here. So we're getting a new update that removes the debuffs from city themes, which is kind of crazy. There's a new event coming that's probably been done in other games before. I don't have any familiarity with it though. There is a new holiday event, the Songs of Arcadia, city theme, bounty hunt, wondrous travels, which I think is new, but just the standard events that we're used to. There's a new achievement system, which is pretty nice. There's a bunch of like free rewards for everyone, so that'll be cool to see. There's some battle UI improvements, including the report system, the simple mode system, the Elkrider's getting an improvement, and the army group feature is getting some slight improvements as well. There's a couple of new updates to the Warband system, which makes it easier to upgrade the skill level of the talent skill, things like that, as well as like auto regenerations being much faster. You're guaranteed a talent now when you catch a certain number of pets, things like that. Just makes it a lot easier, which is nice. You're also able to do Behemoths with your Warband now, which is pretty cool. There's a new portion in the hospital that allows you to select your flying units in order to heal those as a priority, which is awesome. There's a new change coming to the Brink of War event. And there's a bunch of other different little things in here that, are cool. One of the only big ones is that they're adding a secondary password feature, so that's pretty cool, especially for people, break the terms of service. Everyone in the game breaks the terms of service because it's not enforced. But yeah, that's a couple of brief things from this patch notes, but we're going to go ahead and move on now and go into the rest of the patch notes where I go into all of it in more detail. Stay tuned. But now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the patch notes. 1.0.32 Songs of Arcadia. So this patch is going to be going live on November 14th with pet leveling, a new achievement system, that's nice. Warbands taking part in Behemoth raids and more. As always, I've wrote down everything down to the letter, the things that you do. Yeah, okay, sure. Let's get into it. So, point 1, major updates, the city theme improvements. They're removing debuffs from all city themes, which is kind of crazy. That's going to apply to all past and future themes, so this theme will only give me 10% magic defense, and I won't take away marksman HP anymore, which makes this skin so much more valuable. It's kind of insane, especially for like high spend players. We'll take a look at the previous skins. I guess the infantry one will be nice now because it won't get rid of the magic attack, and that's pretty good. And the old magic one won't get rid of infantry defense and marksman attack. Those are some two pretty bad debuffs, so that's an interesting update that they're adding there. I think that having debuffs made it a little bit more appealing to go after certain city themes, and especially collecting a bunch of different epic ones. However, if they wanted to do this, fair enough. So, point 2, new events. Smash the Shadows event is now available. Shadow forts are terrifying structures, forts are dark magic, threatening to plunge land into darkness. Launch rally attacks against shadow forts, protect the realm from chaos. During the event, each alliance can summon and raid one shadow fort at a time. An alliance can only launch one rally attack against shadow forts that it has summoned. Okay. The more total damage an alliance deals within the time limit, the greater the rewards alliance members will receive. The more damage you deal individually, the greater your personal rewards you will get. The player deals the most damage could win a reward multiplier up to 10x for their alliance. See event page for more details. I'm not sure how this is going to work. I'm sure that this event exists in other games. I've never seen it before. So we'll just have to wait to see how this works. I'm a bit concerned about the fact that you can only do one at a time. I would assume that the rally capacity is larger than 2 million, and we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. Alright, point 2. Holiday event Songs of Arcadia is here. When the dusk falls, halfling folk songs resound through the air, feeling ordinary. Yeah, okay. Log in for 7 days. Wondrous travels. Explore with fairy tale land and collect items to exchange for rewards. This is a new event, I believe. Festival of Fortitude, we're used to that. Bounty hunt, I think, is that the treasure? No, it's not treasure hunt. I don't know if we've seen bounty hunt before, we'll have to see. But we have seen automaton and treasure hunt before. So that's cool. We're getting a new event, so maybe like a week or so after the November 14th update, so like November 20th or something. Alright. New gameplay. Achievement system now available. An all-new achievement system is now available. Commemorate each step of your journey through Tamara. Achievements are divided into 5 categories: development, sociability, conquest, peacekeeping, and exploration, with trophies and rewards available for each category. When the achievements feature becomes available, only certain achievements will be calculated using historical data. Other achievements will only begin recording related data once the feature becomes available. I guess they just like weren't always recording certain things, so they can't, retroactively give you credit for something that they weren't recording, which, that makes sense. Point 4, combat system. Battle UI improvements. Removed redundant data from the battle report screen, making it more concise. Improved the display for rally reports, making them easier to read. Added battle statistics, you can now directly see the sources of damage, shields, and healing in battle. Added battle report categories. The battle report page is now divided into 3 tabs: PvP, PvE, and other. So hopefully this means that you will have a summary at the top of the battle report. That would be great. If not, then I'm not sure what exactly this means. We'll just have to wait and see. But improvements are always welcome. Simple mode improvements. Simplified settings for simple mode and provided presets: standard, extra simple, and custom, allowing you to choose what information is simplified according to your needs and switch between modes at the touch of a button. That's pretty cool. So like for me, I like seeing a lot of things, except for just the animations are a little bit excessive, so definitely going to be going with a custom setup. Provided the simple mode settings screen and controls, allowing you to adjust Legion detail and battle effect details. Hopefully they allow you to see just one unit for the march instead of the entire march, but we'll just have to wait and see. Point 3, Elkrider unit improvements. The Spring Warden's Elkrider's unit's original skill, Cavalry Charge, has been changed to Wild Barrage. When launching a normal attack, fires arrows at up to 5 enemy legions, including the target, reducing their march speed by 30% for 3 seconds. For each target hit, the legions gains 150 rage and takes 10% less damage for 4 seconds. Effect can trigger once every 10 seconds, only takes effect when legions are composed entirely of Elkriders. And the Elkrider base attack was also increased from 158 to 143 at tier 1 and 386 to 346 at tier 5. So I know nothing about Elkriders. This seems like a big buff. However, we'll have to wait and see what people think about it. At least they're trying to fix it, so that's good. Point 4, Army Group feature improvements. New Army Group same movement speed feature. When enabled, all legions in an Army Group will move at the same speed. Improved Legion multi-select. When multi-selecting legions, you can now select Army Groups you created. Okay. The same army speed thing is really interesting. I wonder if this goes based on the leader's speed or if it goes based on the slowest march in the Legion. Because if it goes based on the leader, you could respec your talents to have 0 march speed, and that would be kind of crazy, but that'll be interesting to test. And the ability to multi-select your army group is probably a good idea. Don't know why that wasn't there in the first place. Okay, so War Pet system. New skill upgrade system. When upgrading War Pet skills, you can now consume skill cards of the same star rating, skill cards of a lower star rating, and other War Pets who share the skill. Ooh. Your current War Pet skill upgrade progress will be calculated as a percentage based or displayed in a new manner. So that's pretty cool. I actually just released a bunch of pets that had like 1-star skills. But I have like this 0-star at least. And then in my bags, I have a 2-star Stone Aura and I believe 5 1-stars, yeah. And some 0 stars as well. So that would probably get me like above 50% towards a 3-star, right? I guess we'll have to wait and see exactly what it does, but sounds pretty good. Alright. And next, the Exchange House adjustment. Purchase limits at the exchange house will now be reset every week rather than every 2 months. Whoa. Purchase limits have been reduced accordingly. Oh, okay. After this adjustment, 0-star skill cards will be subject to purchase limits. I guess this is because of the new system. They don't want whales to be able to like really easily brute force 3 stars, which makes sense. Increase the impact that single purchases have on Warped skill card price fluctuations at the exchange house. I don't like the fluctuation in price. It's so dumb. It's just an added level of complexity that just makes things annoying. I don't think it should exist. I mean, I could spend the time to research it, to game it, in order to have an advantage and like buy skills at a low price and sell them at a high price to make a profit, but I think that having this system in game is a little bit ridiculous, but whatever. Point 3, auto regeneration improvements. A skip animation option has been added to the auto regeneration screen, enable it to speed up the regeneration process. So, yep, congratulations, you can spend your regens more quickly. Point 4, war pet capture improvements. You're now guaranteed to capture a war pet with a talent skill every 4 successful captures on the map. Cool, so you're guaranteed 1 per day when you have your season talents or your policies. And capture epic and legendary war pets that are guaranteed to have a talent. So that's nice, but that probably means that they're also making capturing epics and legendaries rarer. So, you know, win and a loss, I guess. I wonder what's going to be happening with like the 2-star and 3-star skill chances for capturing pets, if those are being changed at all. But, you know, at least we're getting more talent skills. Warpet strategy updates. The Warpet strategy tab now includes hero recommendations allowing you to... Okay, cool. So just some more like beginner help stuff in game. That's pretty nice. As long as the people that they have working on this actually know what they're talking about. If they don't, then that's probably bad. And now let's move on to point 6, Alliance System updates. Nice. Warband Behemoth raids, as I mentioned earlier, from Season 2 onward, Warband members can help out in both Standard and Elite Behemoth raids. Elite Behemoth raid sharing is kind of insane. So, Standard raids. Warband members whose Alliance territory is not adjacent to a Behemoth layer cannot purify Behemoths, but they can help their Warband members whose Alliance territory is adjacent to a Behemoth layer during raids. Cool. Warband members who help out in raids cannot receive first occupation rewards, okay, but they can take places in the damage ranking and receive corresponding rewards. So you get like your gold keys and CP items, I guess. And the elite raids, Warband members who help out in elite raids cannot receive first occupation rewards. This is the first elite raid to be completed on a server within the time limit. Warband members who take part in the raid can receive the corresponding Behemoth avatar frame reward. Okay, so you don't get the gems, but you do get the avatar frame. That's pretty sweet. That'll make things a bit easier. Nice. Okay, point 2, improved village raids. Improved village raid mechanic for Season 2 onwards. You can now launch raids on villages without a road connection. Good, that's going to be great for builders, so they can be more cost effective with the roads and things. They're not going to have to be super crazy, they just got to have it on territory, I guess. And then fixed an issue where village buffs would still be active after a player left their alliance. Now all your occupied villages will remain occupied after leaving an alliance, but their buffs will not take effect until you join a new alliance. So hopefully what this means is that you just don't get village buffs when you're in no alliance at all, but you can still get village buffs for a village owned by a different alliance. If the latter is the case, that sucks. Or yeah, but like if you need to be in the alliance that the village is owned by in order to get the buff, that's going to suck. So hopefully that's not the case. We'll have to wait and see. If that is the change that they made, that sucks, and yeah, definitely it would need to be reverted. Point 3, alliance building removal limits. Players must now meet a minimum city level requirement to remove alliance buildings. Must be at least city hall level 10 to deploy allegiance to remove an alliance building. That's good. There was definitely some botting situations, I'm pretty sure, where low-level city halls were removing things. Or, no, I guess that would be in KVK, so this is actually for, like, jumper projects, I guess, harassing people with their City Hall 7 accounts. Oh, that's interesting. That's good, I guess. You won't be able to use jumper accounts to go crazy. Cool. Okay, point 7, personal development. The Behemoth Trials improvements. Behemoth Trials challenge failed screen now includes guidance on how to improve, allowing you to target your weakness and improve your chances of success. Cool. Good for new players, I guess. Added a new reward for clearing stage 5. Now the first time you clear the stage, you'll get 10 Kella tokens. Cool. You can now buy Pan and Yarn tokens in the trial store. Sure, why not? No one should buy those, though. Just buy your gold heads and your Indus. So your gold stars after you finish buying your Indus heads. Chest opening improvements. Reduce the number of keys required to open all at the Arena, Tavern, and Altar. That's good. Hopefully they still have an option to open 10 at a time, though. And 3, healing UI improvements. Add the ability to filter for flying units at the Shaman Hut and Herbalist Hut Hospital. That's good. The flying unit thing should probably just say special unit in case they have a unit in the future that's a special unit that isn't a flying unit, but for now I guess that's fine. And now point 8, other improvements. Brink of War event improvements, cool. Reduce the amount of resources required per donation during the preparing for war phase, which is the last phase of Brink of War. This change will take effect when version 1.0.32 comes online, so this will be here in time for like generation 1 going into their next KVK. Cool. Improve red dot notifications for the preparing for war phase and add a new notification mail messages when reward items are obtained. Cool. The mail is probably a good idea because before you would have to like be paying attention to see what you got from the little chests, so this is a good way to kind of log that without having to like record your screen and then write it down. And okay, sharing Legion formations. A share button has been added to the Create Legion screen. Tap it to share your current Legion formation to the chat channel, including information about your commander, deputy, hero talents, artifacts, and war pets. That's pretty cool. I wonder if you're going to be able to copy these as well if you have the same heroes and artifacts, and then maybe you have to put your own pets on or something. Or if it's just sharing. Either way, this is pretty good though. That way people can like critique it and stuff. Point 3, wonder unlocking improvements. Improve the process and details for unlocking wonders. And what this is if we go into our scout camp, it's... Okay, apparently I can't look at it, but it's these wonders that are on the basic map. Let me go ahead and take a look at that real quick. And this is basically just something that will apply to like people that are in Season 1 in their home kingdom. And it's these things in the map. Like this is one is an example. The Stone of Peace, if you go and scout these villages here and then you interact with this, you get like a chest with some like speed ups and stuff. Same with this one here, and there's just like 12 of these around the map or something like that. So I guess it just makes it a little bit easier to figure out how to do that. So yeah, sure thing. Let's get back into the patch notes though. Point 4, season summary adjustment. Reduce the difficulty of obtaining Yggdra crystals in the Season 1 summary. The amount of Yggdra crystals you can obtain remains the same, or remains unchanged. Yeah, the Yggdra crystals definitely are difficult for early seasons to get. This should be probably reduced across the board, I would think, at least for lower seed kingdoms, because you're not going to find very many people, even, high activity people in low seeds that are getting 12 million merits, so... Yeah, it probably needs a little bit more adjustment, but at least they're working towards it. Point 5, gem use confirmation. Improve the gem use confirmation feature. You can now set a minimum threshold to require a confirmation message by going to settings customization. Cool. For me, that threshold will be 0, or 1, I guess. And point 6, secondary password feature. Added a secondary password feature. You can set a secondary password by going to settings customization. When enabled, a secondary password will be required for certain actions, such as using legendary hero tokens, disbanding level 4-5 legions, using or gifting dragon tickets, and migration. So this is kind of funny. This is like a pilot-friendly update, basically. So, I guess the developers are embracing pilots by doing this, but maybe the rationale is also that sometimes people, let their friend use their phone or something and they're worried about that, but let's be honest, that basically never happens. So this is a good update to see, since it is a reality that the majority of the people or not the majority of people, that a lot of people do that, if not at least one person in every alliance in the game. So yeah, having this update is a good thing. And here we also have an option to give feedback, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. I think it's a good idea that every time they give us an update patch notes or they ask for feedback, that you go ahead and fill that in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And here we are on the survey. You just put in your ID, you rate the update, and then you say why. So I highlighted in 0.6.2.2, they pointed out something about the village buffs that I thought was kind of strange, so hopefully that's not the case. And then I like what they did in 8.4, where they're making the Yggdra crystals easier to obtain. So, you know, this is probably the only bad thing about this update, at least at a first glance. Maybe we'll come to find out that some of the other things in this update were bad, but mostly this is just, you know, good basic stuff that they're changing here. And then this 8.4 that makes it easier for new players to get stuff is great. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this, and then we'll hop back in game. And so that's it for the patch notes. We do have this little chest here that I'll go ahead and open for fun. We'll probably get 10 gold heads from it or something. No, 200 gems. That's still pretty good though. So I'll definitely take that. It's just this new event here. It's a pretty interesting buy. I'm not going to buy it obviously, but I think that the value here is pretty good, especially if you just go up to like the $20 tier. So, you know, it's an interesting value at least. It's copying the mechanics from, you know, like Brawl Stars chests and stuff like that. So, you know, it's cool. Anyways, that's it for this video. That was a overall good patch notes. There wasn't a whole lot of substance in there. I'm pretty excited about the pet updates that are going to be coming soon. So, you know, I'll keep holding off on making a video, I guess, about my account until we get this new pet update. And hopefully after that, I'll finally make that video. It's been like over a month. Anyways, yep, thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.